Good wet morning, everybody. It is raining today, which is unfortunate because I have a lot of work to do, but I can't let the rain stop me. I've got to get busy. Terry was supposed to be here today. He backed out like usual. Story of my life, but I do have two other people supposed to be here today to pick up trucks. In addition to that, I've got to start getting a load ready for a guy that's out of the country. He wants to be able to export it, so I've got to get everything situated and arranged. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then also, I'd like to get my truck cleaned out. It's been loaded full for a week now, and I just haven't had time to worry about it, so I want to get that done today too. So got a lot going on. Let's get busy.
That's no good.
Hold up. Are you watching me load this truck hanging by chains and you haven't even subscribed to this channel yet? How about you do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button, because you never know what you're going to see next. And of course my battery died on my other camera, so we couldn't record popping this 53 cab off. We got it off, got it set on here on this frame. Now they're working on pulling the seat out of it, and we have to get this gas pump inside that cab. And then we have to stack 4 truck noses or old car noses, whatever he wants, on the back of it. And this package here is headed to the United Kingdom. There we go. Of course, I forgot to turn the camera on. But we put the panels in there, and the pump fits right in here. Just barely. Got about a 1/2 inch of clearance on either side, but it's going to fit. We'll turn the seat upside down, slide it back in on top of it, set it back down. It would have fit on top of the seat, but then it would have really tore the seat up pretty bad because this thing's a heavy beast. And then when we stack noses on the back, we'll take the hood pieces and kind of stash them in either of these trucks, kind of wherever they fit. Well, I thought the rain missed us, but it didn't miss us. That's some cold rain. I had to jump in here real quick and get the doors or the windows closed on this. Got a little bit wet in here, but not too bad. Man, just needed to do a little bit more work, but we're not getting it done. So hopefully it quits raining here pretty soon. Well, in the rain, we went ahead and got 1 cut. I have to cut 2 more yet. These advanced designs aren't very heavy, so we'll probably put that one on top along with that 53 Ford. He also wants 2 task force fronts, a 58 and a 57. Oh no, 55. Same thing as a 57. Pretty much anyway. And so I think we'll put those on the bottom, and I think the way they're shaped, where the radiator used to be, will kind of clear the tires, and we'll be able to put those here. We'll put a real heavy blanket up on top of those, and then I'll put the nose we just cut there, and then the nose that came off of this truck, we'll set those up on top of that. And then I have a couple old tailgates we'll put up on top of that, and then we'll put a bunch of straps, probably 3 straps over those, strap them down tight to the frame, and then we'll put 3 straps holding this cab down to the frame as well. This has got to make it to Texas, and from there it'll go in the export container, so I just want to make sure it's going to be okay for the long journey that it has ahead of it. Getting that gas pump in here was quite the challenge, but we got it. We had to pull the seat out because I knew it would crush the seat, so we got all that done. And then the seat wouldn't fit, so we had to pull the seat apart. It had these little pins in it, is all you had to do, pop those out. And we got it all rearranged in there, fits fine. And so we'll take the hood pieces off the noses. We can put some in here, probably all of them in here, and we can probably put some more loose stuff in here if we need to. I gave him a stack of old license plates. You can't really see them, they're down in there. As a bonus, as a little gift for buying this stuff from me. So yeah, we got quite a bit done today. I really need to get the cab off of a 56. You can kind of see it way back over there in the distance. You can see the back of the truck. I wanted to get that cab off today too, but between the rain and it took way longer to get the Emeryville loaded than what I thought it would. I was not a fan of hanging that thing by those chains and loading it up that way. That was super sketchy, and I didn't like that, but all I did was kind of pick it up in the air, and he backed underneath it. He had to block the street out here. I'm sure everybody loved that, but we got it done. I had to just adjust a tiny bit, but that was way safer than having to drive around with it hanging off those chains, because I would have been jiggling and wiggling, and I don't even like the thought of that. I forgot to mention it, but the other day I sold that little John Deere engine I had over there off to the side, and now I have somebody coming to pick this up, so making a little bit of room back up in there in the trees. We're over here. All that's left now is that old Lincoln welder. That's a very old welder. I was looking at it the other day. This is one of the earliest Lincoln arc welders, or shield arc welders they made, or whatever they're called. What's it called? Yeah, shield arc. And I had it advertised for sale for $600, and everybody sees it, and they all laugh at me and tell me I'm crazy, and that they wouldn't take that if I gave it to them for free, and just constantly tell me how dumb I am and insulting me and everything else. So I'm thinking about just deleting my for sale listing. I noticed that people are posting this all over Facebook on different pages and saying, look at this idiot wanting all this money for this thing, and I only want $600 for it. Complete. Engine still turns over. Everything still turns. It could be rebuilt if a guy was into doing that, and then you'd have a really good welder. But I understand that that's a lot of work, and nobody wants to work anymore. So I think what I'm going to do is delete the for sale listing, and I think I'll make a video here in a week or two of what this scraps out for. And let's go ahead and pull it apart, because I can sell the magneto, I can sell the carburetor. I might be able to sell that whole engine, I don't know. And then I can take this here, pull it apart, pull all the copper out of it. It's got a copper radiator, a whole bunch of heavy weight of steel, and maybe a few other parts that'll sell online off the welder part of it, because, you know, people that like old welders, like that control panel, all that'll sell. So there's a lot of good stuff on here. So I'll just see what it'll part out for. I think that'd be kind of a fun video, and I may not get around to it for a little while. We'll see what the temperatures do. I ain't gonna do that in the super hot weather. But I can pretty much guarantee you I'll get at least my $600, probably more than that. And so, of course, I'll document it all, and I'll go back to all those pages where everybody's laughing at me and show them the money I made on it, just so they can be sad and tell me how dumb I am for cutting it up. Story of my life. Everybody gets mad at me for cutting the stuff up, and so I say, okay, come buy it while it's still whole. Well, I don't have time, or I don't have money, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. But you can't crush that stuff. You can't cut that stuff up. That's just not right. That's just what are you, a communist? I'm like, no, you're kind of the communist, because you want me to take this stuff and you want me to use all my money to save it forever and pay property taxes and all that good stuff, and you want me to pretty much give it away. So no, I'm a capitalist. I'm here to make money, and I don't make up anything about it. I'm not lying about it. I'm here to make money. That's what I want to do. I don't know where that cat's going in such a hurry, but something spooked it. And last but not least for the day, let's check out this car that I got. Now what the deal is I'm trading this car for a truck I have out back, an old square body. The square body I was just going to cut up for art and then crush what was left. It wasn't that much good to me, but this car I'll do much better with this. And the guy that did the trading does nothing but square bodies, so it'll be much better for him. But this is an old Power Glide car. It's got a radio in it, it's got the clock in it, it's got a lot of options on it. It's got the little window vent guard things, it's got all the chrome on it. Some of it's kind of rough, but a lot of this window chrome's all good. It's got rocker panel chrome that's workable. It's got the rock guards. It's got redoable bumpers. I have the little handle out of the middle of the trunk thing there, so that's all good. All the trunk latch is good. These lights are good pieces. Lots of good stuff on this car here. Got the little bumper guard on the front, the deluxe bumper guard. It's got a good grill in it. So yeah, lots of good stuff. Yeah, I don't know that this engine's going to be any good. Yeah, this engine's probably just a crusher. Probably nothing good there, but it does have a lot of good parts. It's got a good air breather. It's got the washer jug on it. Believe it or not, those little things right there that run down to the frame, those support mount pieces, those, if they aren't rusted out, sell pretty good. They're kind of a lot of work to get them out of there, because you have to cut all the way up and back down. A lot of work to get them out of there, but they sell for pretty good money. Even though the motor's junk, the transmission will be good property, the rear end will be really good property. So yeah, I doubt anybody will buy this car whole, just because it is on the rough side. But as a parts car, tons of good parts. Now I don't know that I'll part it out. I probably won't. I'll probably sell it just like it is to somebody else to part out. I'm sure Sean or Dylan or somebody will want the whole thing, so we'll send it on down the road. There we go. Got a nice open area right here. That opened it up quite a bit. I've got these other noses over here. Some of these belong to other people, and a couple of them are sold to somebody else. So I need to organize these a little bit better. I want to get all this cleaned out, get rid of all this stuff in here, open it up better, clean up all this stuff on the ground, kind of go through it. Some of this is scrap, some of this is keeper. Gonna make this a lot nicer in this area right here. I'm probably gonna go ahead and move all this stuff, get that box out of here. I have a plan for that box. I'm gonna get that fridge out of there, and that's going to be my little mobile toolbox, whatever you want to call it, that I can just pick it up with the loader and move it where I need it. And then I have I think it's a 53 foot, it might be a 48 foot, but however big it is, I've got an old reefer trailer. It's a nice reefer trailer, it's got a nice roof on it. I'm going to park it right here. Now obviously it's going to have to be backed in, I won't be able to drive it in. Although I say that, now that I look at it, if I was to pull it in with the loader, I could get it all the way up to where the front of the trailer was up here. Then I could pull it over here to the side and kind of pick it up and inch it forward little by little until I got it wiggled up in here where it needs to go. That way the back door would be facing out, which would make it really handy. So I don't know, we'll look at that a little bit more. Before I can bring that in, I've got to get rid of all this stuff. I won't be back at this yard again until Friday. Friday I have a ton of people coming out. It's going to be a crazy day. That's going to be a cool video for sure. You got to get this cab off, got a bunch of stuff going on, so I will see you guys then. This is kind of a crazy all over the place video. A bunch of different things happened, but that's just my life sometimes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already. You got to stay tuned for those next adventures, because you never know what's going to happen next out here. And as always, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and remember to get out there and find your own adventure. We'll see you on the next one.